Today I'm in the central East Hertfordshire village of Stanstead Abbotts, which is situated on the River Lee, close to the border with Essex. It's a very popular village for its walks, in particular its riverside walks, which Sylvie and I have done on several occasions. Stanstead Abbotts is one of the few villages in Hertfordshire with a high street full of shops and has some very popular pubs, notably the Jolly Fisherman and the Red Lion. I'm starting my walk in Abbotts Way, just round the corner from the Red Lion pub. Oh dear, and you come to a T-junction and this is where things get confusing. Maps just says the footpath effectively just goes on. Oh, hang on, there, look. Footpath sign right by the steps. And the way it's orientated, you can't see it. So, must be up the steps here. And, there it is. Tucked between the buildings. Right. Dark in here. Brings it out. And yep, it goes up there by the telegraph poles. Yeah, I'm on my own today. Sylvie's gone to the zoo with her grandkids, and she's got a bit of a back problem that she's had for years, and now it's sort of restricting the sort of distance she can walk. Up to 10 miles, okay, but anything more than that causes her a lot of discomfort, so doing this on my own. Oh. Wow, that's a pretty sight. Look at all these oxeye daisies, thousands of them. Wow. Right, we've reached a junction in the footpath. Go 4 ways here, but we need to go down there. And hopefully the path should go around here to the left. Yep. Looks like somebody's garden. I've got to check my map. Yeah, this is a place called Newlands, and yeah, I think the path is up there. Just come along here about 100 yards and the path, according to that sign, I now go down through there. Right. Slightly overgrown, it's nothing unusual. And, well, somebody's been here before. You can see the grass is trodden down, so it must be along here. Trying to describe the smell walking along here. There's elders in flower all the way along, and the smell is amazing. Oh. Oh, lovely smell. Oh. I think the path goes through here. Looks like it. Oh God, the brambles. That's what I hate. No, they don't maintain the footpaths in a lot of places. Oich. Right. Oh, it's not too bad. Oh, it's a bit clear here. That's better. Fairly cloudy today, and there's quite a cool fresh breeze blowing, which I'm actually pleased about. It can be rather uncomfortable if the temperatures get up too high and the sun's blazing down. This is actually perfect. Well, as far as I know, I'm on the right path, and I should be here on this path here. So it should go between two areas of woodland. Soon find out. That's the two areas of woodland up ahead, so that's good. I'm on the right path. Right, that's Newgate Wood, and I think the path goes up here and round along the edge of that wood. Lots of burdock growing here. Nice edible roots. Haven't tried them yet. Keep meaning to. I've just come past the wood, and there the path continues right across the field. I've crossed the field and straight through here by the look of it. the dip there, and we carry on side. So, oh no, it must be up there and round the field. Oh dear. Right, we've come on to a trackway, and looks that's the only way it can go. Yeah, it's about right, and that should be the village of Hunsdon up the top there. Right, the trackway brings us out onto the Hunsdon Road, and only just a short walk to the village. And here we are in Hunsdon. I have been here quite a few times before, and it's quite a nice village. Sort of place I wouldn't mind living myself. Hunsdon House, situated on the outskirts of the village, was a favourite hunting lodge for Henry VIII. His daughter Mary also lived here for some years. Time for a quick drink, methinks. The Crown pub is very popular and is often full up at weekend. Oh well, that's a drink done. Let's crack on. And this is Drury Lane, and it's up here we're going next. Anyway, Drury Lane comes to this point, a place called Amiens Close, and I'll tell you the story behind that shortly. We go through here. Nice old pillbox. We are now actually coming into what used to be RAF Hunsdon, the old Second World War airfield. That possibly could have been a gatehouse as well. Well, the airfield is down here. RAF Hunsdon became operational in 1941 and was home to 85 Squadron flying Boston Havocs. It was in 1943 that the more famous de Havilland Mosquitoes arrived. Here we have, there's a pillbox which is rather inaccessible due to the weeds and the nettles, but there's some other things to see just out round here. And these are old air raid shelters or blast shelters situated next to the airfield. And seem to have two different types here. Got this one here. They got one over there that looks like a flying saucer. Wow. It was on the 18th of February 1944 that several squadrons of Hunsdon's Mosquitoes carried out the famous Operation Jericho mission, led by Wing Commander Percy Pickard. The mission was to destroy the walls surrounding the prison at Amiens in France, to allow French resistance fighters who were incarcerated there to escape. It's believed that some of the resistance fighters had knowledge of the upcoming D-Day landings and didn't want the Germans to find out. The mission was marginally successful, although Commander Pickard was killed during this operation. And this is how the lane near the entrance got its name. Although the airfield closed in 1945 and largely reverted back to farmland, Hunsdon is still used by a small flying club for light aircraft and microlights. There's also a memorial to all the British and Commonwealth airmen who died during operations from here. I'm now leaving the airfield along one of the old concrete service roads. This concrete road that was obviously built when the airfield was constructed and seems to go for quite a long distance right the way down here. It's probably one of the original ways in and out of the airfield during the war. It's amazing, you can just stand here and picture what it must have been like 80 odd years ago. You know, had vehicles coming along here with airmen in them. It's amazing, you know, it's incredible just to stand here and imagine what went on here 80 years ago. That looks like it was originally part of a wartime building here on the base. It's quite a long way from the airfield area, but anyway, I've still got to keep going that way. I'll come to the end of that little trackway. Now I can go one of two ways here. I can either go down there, or there's supposed to be a footpath straight through here where I can pick up another trackway on the other side of these woods. There is a signpost indicating that the footpath goes over there, and that's the one that'll be easier for me, so I'm going that way. Oh, right, come to the other end of the wood. There's footpaths. I'm trying to work out, there's a path there. Do I go through there? I'll get my map out and check. I'll check the map, and the main pathway should be on the other side of this footbridge. And down there. Right. Right, so Hunsdon. I've come out of Hunsdon. I've come out onto the old RAF base, and then I've gone down that trackway here, that long concrete trackway, and I'm now here on the edge of Marshland Wood, and it's this trackway is apparently called Leverage Lane, and that'll take me to my next destination, which is the village of Widford. And I can see part of the village over there. Nearly there. Part of the village coming up. I've got that wind and I've got up. Oh, I've now made it into the village of Widford. Oh, that's the trackway that I've just walked along. Come onto the main road, and as I come into the centre of Widford, I was shocked to see that the village pub had shut down since I last came here. Widford doesn't seem to have much of a notable history to it. In fact, it's not even mentioned in my book of Hertfordshire villages. Before we go though, I just want to take you to the cemetery extension, which is directly opposite the church. I want to show you something. The village does, however, have a notable person attached to it. Widford Cemetery is the last resting place of Lieutenant General Arthur Percival. Percival commanded the British Army in Malaya and Singapore during World War II. And when it was invaded by the Japanese, his forces were forced south into Singapore, where they were left with no option but to surrender or face total annihilation. Right then, final leg of the journey. I'm going to go down the road only a short distance, and then hopefully we're going to get onto what used to be the Buntingford Railway line. Now, the Buntingford Railway used to come down here along the edge of the wood, and it came into here, into what appears to be this coal and log distributor, and I believe that somewhere in there used to be the Widford railway station. Sadly it's all shut and you can't get in and see. We're pretty much on the course of what used to be the railway, and I would imagine that is a relic of the original railway. I know it's hard to know what that was, but the railway line used to apparently come through here and go through there somewhere. So I don't know if there was a bridge here or what. There's a bit of a brick wall and a sign on it there, but we now need to go up here, this path that follows the course of the railway line. Now, just come in here and looking right down there. That must be where the railway line ran, down along there. So there must have that must have been a bridge. There must have been a bridge here, and it's all been demolished, filled in, and the trains used to run down along there. God, there's an old, that's an old railway fence post down there. Yep, so the old railway must have ran right the way down along there. Might get a better view further up. Anyway, let's just carry on along here. I only come about 100 yards along, and there's this weird structure here, and it looks like it's all made from old railway sleepers. And I'm guessing after the railway shut down in 1963, they tore up all the sleepers, and some of them they've used here to shore up the bank to stop it collapsing. Don't know what that is though. Oh well. I'll keep going. Right, well, the path has brought us out into open country, and I dare say it continues down here. Come onto this section of the path, and I'm pretty sure this was the original railway line, just along this stretch here. Oh, wouldn't it be great to see a steam engine come along? Dream on. Oh, right, that was a long walk along that old railway line track there. I've come to a place called Mardocks Mill in the River Ash down there. Presumably it was an old water mill. I can hear the water rushing. Now then, somewhere down here I should be able to take a footpath that'll take me across country back to Stanstead Abbotts. Hopefully somewhere down here there should be a footpath. Ah, right, I've come to an old railway bridge. Now there's a footpath that runs across that bridge, and the path I want is up there somewhere. Right, this is awkward. I ain't gonna get up there, so I've got a feeling I've just got to walk back to Marford Mill, or Mardock Mill, sorry, and I reckon the path must run up along there. Ah. Oh well, bit of a nuisance, but never mind, just go back. Right, I'm back at Mardock Mill. That's a nice little cottage there, wow. I can only hope that the path I want is up round here somewhere. Oh. Well, this looks promising. I bet that is what comes over the bridge that I just come up to, and it comes down here to Mardock Mill. Right, I think we're on the right track now. Right, I've just come along there and I've come to this junction here, and that bridge is up there. Now, according to the map, where are we? Yep. Oh, I've got myself lost here. Mardocks Mill. Yep. Okay, yeah. The footpath should run off away from the bridge to the left. Well, this is that bridge that I came to. Yeah, that's where I walked down along there, and on this side there, the old railway line continues along there, but the path I want should be down here. Now, somewhere down there should be a little cottage. The path runs beside the cottage. Oh, I think I can see a little cottage tucked behind that big tree down there. So I need to go down there and then up and over there. Right. Yeah, there's the path. I can see the chimneys on the cottage over there. Looks like there's a footbridge just down the bottom there. God, I could do with another beer. I'll have to wait. And here's the footbridge. Isn't that lovely? Oh, must crack on though. Crikey, I've been walking for over 5 hours now. That cottage should be somewhere just up through here. Oh God. Jungle, jungle. Oh, there's the cottage. Now I think I have to go up here. God, I fancy living right out here in the middle of nowhere. Still gotta go up here. Oh, I've got to walk up the edge of that wood and then go right the way out across there. Come to the top of that one. Now I've got to head all the way down here. I'll come right the way from that wood on the far horizon there, all the way up here, and still got a way to go. Nice big pond. Anyway. Right, we've come to a crossroads in the path, which should be that crossroads there. And I just need to go straight across, and that would be my last leg into Stanstead Abbotts. And I can see the steeple of a church just on the other side of that field. So, oh, wow. Civilization. Looks like I'm finally back in Stanstead Abbotts. I can hear the main road at the bottom. And here we are. Back in Stanstead Abbotts. Not sure how far I've walked. I've been walking for about 6 hours, and Sylvie normally wears the Fitbit, and that normally tells us how many tens of thousands of steps we've walked, and then converts that into miles and feet and inches and what have you. So I'll have to wait till I get home and work it out on the map, but it's quite a distance. Need a drink. Well, it turned out that I'd walked almost 15 miles. Well, I hope you enjoyed the walk, and I'll see you again soon.